What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with this update, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe on my push to 38,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Now less than 500 subs away, I'm doing daily Manchester City transfer updates here on YouTube for you guys to stay up to date with all the latest City transfer news first and fast. So do subscribe, it is free. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. Finally, I want to say a big thank you to Sofascore, today's video sponsor, who are going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores along with the latest match information, match statistics and match analysis for you guys to check out. Very highly rated app. It is free to download. They will also keep you up to date with all the latest scores from all the sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. Links and details there in the description. Anyone that does download Sofascore using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So we're going to crack on with today's transfer update. We've got some contract news and we're going to start off by speaking about Manchester City youngsters Christian Dunbar-McDonald and Stephen Mfuni. Now, Fabrizio Rom has said both them young players have now signed new long-term contracts at Manchester City. They've fended off big interest from some Premier League clubs described as being big Premier League clubs. So I'm going to presume other Big Six Premier League teams have shown interest in both Christian Dunbar-McDonald and Stephen Mfuni, but Manchester City have managed to tie them down to new long-term contracts, which is brilliant news, not just for Manchester City, but for the young players as well, as a big reward for them for all of their hard work and dedication as they're pushing right towards their first professional deals and obviously looking to try and push and excel in the beginning parts of their footballing career. So brilliant to see them committing a long-term contract there at Manchester City. Now moving on to the outs, we've got the very latest on Maximo Perrone, and I believe he could well be the next player to leave Manchester City this summer. Now Como over in Italy are now working with Manchester City to try and sign Maximo Perrone as confirmed by Fabrizio Rom. That was yesterday evening, and Fabrizio Rom has confirmed earlier today that he's given it the here we go. And interestingly, despite reports coming in over a couple of previous days saying that it was going to be a loan with an option to buy, so a purchase option, Fabrizio Rom has confirmed that with this loan deal for Maximo Perrone to join Como, there is no purchase option, so they will not have the option to sign Maximo Perrone on a permanent deal from Manchester City. If they do want to make it permanent, they would have to negotiate a deal that would be separate to the loan deal rather than an agreement being put in with the loan contract as well, which I found particularly interesting, as I was thinking to myself, putting a sell-on fee and buyback clause in there along with that purchase option would make sense, but at the end of the day he wouldn't then be a Manchester City player potentially at the end of the loan deal, whereas with this I'm almost certain that Maximo Perrone will remain a Manchester City player past the next 12 months, so we will see what does happen with that. And also maybe Man City don't want to put a ceiling price on the players, so if Man City are or aren't interested in selling players, it's it's getting a bit iffy about putting purchase options on there. Chose not to do it with Calvin Phillips and not putting a purchase option with Maximo Perrone. There we are. Anyway, moving on, we've got the very latest on Joao Cancelo, and Fabrizio Rom has confirmed that Al Hilal are now in talks with Manchester City over Joao Cancelo. They want to try and sign him on a permanent deal and are currently trying to negotiate a price. What Fabrizio Rom has reported has been echoed by the Manchester Evening News. They said that as of right now, no bids have come in despite reports. It is just talks taking place between Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia and Manchester City right now about the future of Joao Cancelo. And these reports come from Abola, it's come from different sources. They've been reporting that a fee of somewhere between 35 and 40 million euros had been agreed between the two clubs, where Joao Cancelo was going to be signing a 3-year contract with Al Hilal worth around 23 million euros a year, or working out at around 70 million euros for the length of the 3-year contract. Right now, could be fact, but it is not confirmed by anything more reliable and sources coming in from Portugal and other bits of hearsay could be absolutely spot on the money, but as of right now, I'm waiting for more official wording coming in on Joao Cancelo, but what is being reported would make perfect sense. I was saying last summer, I don't know why Joao Cancelo has not actively looked for a move to Saudi Arabia for him to earn a really good pay packet, for him to, already have Portuguese internationals over there, so he's got friends. Obviously not wanted by Manchester City, and just keeping himself being strung along by Barcelona isn't good for anyone's business, so I don't know why this wasn't being pursued 12 months ago, but it seems to be being pursued right now, and it wouldn't surprise me in the next 24 to 48 hours if them rumours of them agreements turn out to be extremely true, and that transfer does end up going through. But everything being done rather quickly because time is running out in the transfer window. Now moving on to the ins. Gundo Day for Manchester City. Fabrizio Rom has said that all documents have now been signed between Barcelona and Manchester City over the transfer of Ilkay Gundogan returning back to Manchester City. He is going to sign on a 1-year contract. There's going to be an option of a further year in that deal as well, so Gundogan could be staying at Manchester City not just until the summer of 2025, but potentially until the summer of 2026. Ilkay Gundogan did fly yesterday to Manchester. He'll be undertaking his medical today, signing his contract, and that will be announced either later on today. If not today, it will be tomorrow. But lots of reports are saying today's Gundo Day, so we'll have to wait and see. Ilkay Gundogan has been pictured having dinner with Pep Guardiola at his restaurant in Manchester called Tast yesterday evening, so that transfer will be going through. If not today, then certainly by tomorrow. Now moving on to the final transfer, we've got the latest on Kyogo over at Celtic. Now Celtic, apparently, according to the Scottish Tide reported by Michael Grant, they want a club record fee for Kyogo to leave them this summer. He's a 29-year-old Japanese striker, and interest is coming in from Manchester City and Celtic wanting a big number. Club record fee, more than £25 million. At the moment, it does say that Man City aren't 100% sure on whether they want to make a move for Kyogo and whether they do want another striker or not. They do feel like potentially they've already got enough cover, but Kyogo, if they do decide to make a move late in the window, so I imagine this would be a transfer that goes through into the weekend and into next week, that and ahhing about making a move for a striker. If it is, and Kyogo is the player that Manchester City do want to sign, then it would have to be for around £25 million. So I'm waiting now. It's interest, it's concrete interest. I'm waiting to see if Man City decide that they do want to make the move or not. I imagine they'll get all the loose ends from Ilkay Gundogan tied up, the match against Ipswich all done and dusted, and by the end of the weekend into early next week is when you'll start to see either Man City saying that's done and dusted in the transfer window, or we're looking for one more player and it will be a striker, either a younger player that maybe no one's really heard of, or maybe it'll be Kyogo over at Celtic. We will have to wait and see. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Remember, daily Manchester City transfer updates here on YouTube throughout the remainder of the summer transfer window, so you guys can keep up to date every single day with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. I'll see you all again religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update, or my Gundogan official announcement video when that is announced, which could well be later on today. After all, it is Gundo Day. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.